Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, welcome to everyone for the Satsang, Friday Satsang, and then we are on schedule. So we'll start our program with our usual Guru Vandana. Any family who really wants to lead the Guru Vandana, please let me know. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Okay, Maya. Okay, all right. Okay, go for it. Okay, go ahead.
Sujanarudarakhitapadayugam yugadharmadurandaramanavaram paradavayagayakapujyapadam pranamami sada brahmapadam vajrojita sarjana sangapati patipadvita kayunikaikagati gati vanchita vanchakachinkyapadam pranamami sada brahmapadam adimomanakancana kirtanam nanurendita hemavrinanamadam madanayanudavandita chandrapadam pranamami sada prabhupada-padam nijasevakaranjananjididum vidutahitahum mృతసింహవరం haranagatapadisachandapadam pranamami sada prabhupada-padam vipuleetritavaibhavagarabhumam bhuvaneshu vikirtitagauradayam dayuniyamanoन्वितगायकदं pranamami sada prabhupada-padam chiragaurajanaashaya vishwagurum gurugaurakiሾरकलास्यपरं भगवद्गीताभक्तिविनोदपदं pranamami sada prabhupada-padam रघुरूपसनातनकीर्तिधरं तरणीतरकीर्तितजीवकविं कविताजनरोत्तमसाख्यपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं कृपया हरिकीर्तनमूर्तिधरं तरणीफलहारगौरजनं जनकादिप्रकाशनसीतपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं शरणागतकिङ्करकल्पतरुं तनुधीकृतधीरवदार्यपदं परतीत्वदनोचितमेकपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं परहंसगणं परमार्थपतिं पठितोद्धरणीकृतवेषयति यतिराजगणेन्द्रसेव्यपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं वृषभानुसुतादयपादचरं चरणाशिखरेऽनुदनास्तमहं पादपदपावनशक्तिपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं 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 जय
Wonderful. Wonderful. That is very good. So now the next one is we will actually chant one round of Maha Mantra. So any family who really wants to lead the chanting, please let me know. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, all right. Go ahead and start. You are on the air.
Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nameva Kevalam. Kalo nasti eva nasti eva gatiranyata. For deliverance in this Kali Yuga, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way except chanting the holy names of the Lord. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Very good. We are on air, by the way. It's all going to the YouTube and also getting locally recorded, everything for our editing. So good. This is class number 614 and this is the agenda. So we did the Guru Vandana and then we did the group chanting. Now we are starting the bhajans and the classes. So again, as last class and the last classes, I'm just intermingling the bhajans and the classes so that it will seamlessly, nicely going there. Okay. Now after that we have the special Harikatha, that I prepared, and then we have the Nama Sankirtan and announcement, and by 9 o'clock we should be ending, and that means that takes us to the children performance, which is going to be 1 hour. And in fact, this is now going to be together with the classes also. Okay, so this is the list of things that we really have today: bhajans, classes, and presentations. Sanjay is really going to be singing E04, Gokul Bhajan Gopi Jivana. Nanda Kishore Das will be singing A02, Sri Guru Charana Padma. Siddharth will be singing D19, Murali Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Ananya Tiwari will be doing a sloka explanation of the Damodar Ashtakam, sloka 7 and 8. Damodar Prem Kumar will be giving a presentation as why we have to be vegetarian. Manjari Dasi will be actually doing a singing. D32 Achyutam Keshavam. Siddharth Prabhakaran will be singing the Chinna Chinna Gopala, one of the flagship bhajan. Nikita will be singing Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra. Shyamarani Dasi will be singing O Gauranga, O Krishna Gauranga. Anisha Reddy will be singing Namo 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 Nandanandana. Akshita will be singing Neela Megha Shyamala. So then these 3 readings, classes, mini classes, 10 minutes classes will be given by the Navakishori Devi is going to be giving on Gaudiya Kandahara. And then Madan Mohini will be giving class on Brahma Samhita, and Shyamarani Dasi will be talking about Vaishnava Siddhanta. Then after that, I will give the main Harikatha. So with that said, we will start with the first one. Yes, ma, yes.
I had put in Chinna Chinna Gopala for next week for August 5th in-person bhajan.
Okay. And then this week, are you doing anything?
Yeah, this week I'm singing Murali Krishna.
Murali Krishna. Oh, there are 2 entries then. Is that what you see?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes. Perfect. Very good. Very good. All right. So now Sanjay will be actually leading, and Gokula Balaka Gopi Jivan. Yes. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay.
Gokula Balaka Gopi Jivana, Gopala Govinda Govardhana. Gokula Balaka Gopi Jivana, Gopala Govinda Govardhana. Narayana Hari Narayana, Narahari Rupa Shri Narayana. Narayana Hari Narayana, Narahari Rupa Shri Narayana. Gokula Balaka Gopi Jivana, Gopala Govinda Govardhana. Gokula Balaka Gopi Jivana, Gopala Govinda Govardhana. Navanita Chora Nanda Nandana, Madhava Yadava Madhusudana.
No, you should not. You should not laugh. Okay, you just sing right. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Okay, Navanita Chora Nanda Nandana, Madhava Yadava Madhusudana. Gokula Balaka Gopi Jivana, Gopala Govinda Govardhana Gokula Balaka Gopi Jeevana Gopala Govinda Govardhana Narayana Hari Narayana Jaya Hari Giridhari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Jaya Hari Giridhari Narayana Gokula Balaka Gopi Jeevana Gopala Govinda Govardhana Gokula Balaka Gopi Jeevana Gopala Govinda Govardhana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gokula Balaka Gopi Jeevana Gopala Govinda Govardhana Gokula Balaka Gopi Jeevana Gopala Govinda Govardhana Gokula Balaka Gopi Jeevana Gopala Govinda Govardhana Gokula Balaka Gopi Jeevana Gopala Govinda Govardhana.
Very good, wonderful, excellent, very good, good job.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice, da. Good. And the next one is going to be by Nanda Kishore Das. He will be singing Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Okay, yeah. So you can unmute your video and audio and then sing this one for us.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, good. That's nice. Okay. Okay, I'll write one. Yeah. Okay, I think that will be fine because I think there's a little problem, but I want the lyrics also to be there. I think you'll be singing there. That will be fine. Okay, all right. Okay, go ahead.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Vandam Muri Sadhana Bhakti Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Vandam Muri Sadhana Bhakti Krishna Prabhu Raja Prasade Bhai He Baba Tumi Raja Krishna Prabhu Raja
Very good. Wow. Good job. Good job. Good job. Very nice. And the next one is VC Bhajan. Krishna, Murali Krishna Mukunda. Oh, is that the one that you are going to be singing, Siddharth?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we got it. Okay, you are ready?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, ma? All right. Okay, go for it. You are on the air. Go ahead.
Murali Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Mohana Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Murali Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Mohana Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Gopi Krishna, Gopala Krishna, Govardhanadhara Krishna Krishna. Gopi Krishna, Gopala Krishna, Govardhanadhara Krishna Krishna. Murali Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Mohana Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Radha Krishna, Bala Krishna, Rasa Vilola Krishna Krishna. Radha Krishna, Bala Krishna, Rasa Vilola Krishna Krishna. Murali Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Mohana Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Amarta Krishna, Ananda Krishna, Shri Madhusudana Krishna Krishna. Amarta Krishna, Ananda Krishna, Shri Madhusudana Krishna Krishna. Murali Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Mohana Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Murali Krishna, Mukunda Krishna, Mohana Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Beautiful. Wow, that's good. That's very good, very good. And the next one is actually a class, short class for 10 minutes, and that is going to be by Shamarani. Is going to be talking about Vaishnava Siddhanta Mala. So before. Okay, ma, Hare Krishna, ma. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Okay. 1 second. One small thing I need to do. Just one small setup. Yeah, a lot of yeah.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you now, Guruji.
Okay, okay, Maya. Okay, go ahead. 1, 2, and you are on the air. Okay, yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shyamrani Dasi, and today I'll be taking the 4th class in the Vaishnava Siddhanta Mala series, which will be covering Chapter 6, The Soul is the Servant of Sri Hari, and Chapter 7, which is the different grades of the soul. So in Chapter 6, the main definition we need to focus on is Nithya Dharma, which is the natural and eternal position of the jiva. And the sole purpose for the jiva is to serve Lord Krishna, and this is the natural path of the soul. The opposite of this Nithya Dharma is the Vidharma, which is when the soul has a monistic aim or a single aim towards nirvana and materialistic achievement. So the true nature of the jiva is to love and be blissful, and the materialistic drive does not fall into this description of a natural jiva. This is why we call Vidharma as unnatural. People who search for materialistic happiness are those who are on the karmic path to experience material enjoyment of the heavenly planets. People who search for this material proficiency are like the yogis who search for this achievement through mystic powers. Materialistic happiness and impersonal nirvana, both of these things are in the opposite direction to the natural path of the jiva, and they don't respect the soul's blissful nature. So, to conclude this chapter, the definition of real happiness is the enjoyment that comes without attachment to the material, but rather from devotional service to Lord Krishna, which arises from the blissful nature of the soul. Next, we'll transition to Chapter 7, which takes this definition of happiness and categorizes it in respect to the different grades of the souls. So there are 2 levels within the broad categorization of jivas. The first is the Svarupagata, which are the jivas who have realized the truth about their natural eternal form. And the second category is Upadigata, which is those who identify with their material body. This is called the material covering because their spiritual identity is hidden by Maya, and the resulting material illusion is the Upadi. The Svarupagata are free from the material world because they have honored and taken up the responsibility and joy for serving Lord Krishna. On the other hand, the Upadigata are trapped in the illusionary prison house of Maya because they are bound to their material possessions. This can be explained using the difference between animals and humans. The jivas have the power to make conscious and independent decisions to either conform to their material covering or follow their spiritual path. Without being given this choice, the jivas would be the same as a rock, and this is the power of spiritual consciousness of the jiva. Svarupa is the natural and eternal position of the jiva, but even within this, there are 5 different levels of eternal relationships with Lord Krishna called rasas. The first one is Santarati, which is neutrality. This is defined as attachment to Lord Krishna without a personal relationship. The second is Dasya, which is servitude, and this is the attachment to Lord Krishna with a personal relationship of awe and deep respect. The third is Sakya, which is friendship with Lord Krishna, and the fourth is Vatsalya, which is paternity or close relationship of parental care and affection. The fifth one is Shringara, which is conjugal affection and attachment to Lord Krishna stemming from attraction to his beauty. The difference between rasa and rati is 4 main things. The first is vibhava, which is supporting characters and specific stimulants. Second, anubhava, the 13 resultant ecstatic bodily actions. The third, sattvika bhava, which is the 8 ecstatic bodily symptoms. And the fourth, vyabhichari bhava, which is the 33 transitory ecstatic emotions. So rati is like the base, plus these 4 components equals the rasa, which is the manifestation of the eternal and topmost bliss. So we discussed the jivas that have regained their spiritual path, but what about the materially covered souls? These materially covered souls are described in 3 types. First being Achadita Chetana, which is jivas with covered consciousness. And examples of this are like trees and plants. Second is Sankuchita Chetana, which are jivas with shrunken consciousness like animals and birds. And the third is Mukulita Chetana, which are jivas with budding levels of consciousness like humans who are not on the devotional path. The three types of materially conditioned or spiritually liberated souls can be divided into Nitya Mukta, Baddha Mukta, and Nitya Baddha. So Nitya Mukta is the highest level of eternally liberated souls. The second level is Baddha Mukta, which are those who live in the material world, but they are liberated by following the devotional path, and they are not affected by the influences of the material world, even though they exist in it. The third level, and the lowest level, is the Nitya Baddha, which are the souls who are deeply attached to the material world and easily influenced by it. And this includes the souls that are classified as covered consciousness, shrunken consciousness, and budding consciousness. The three types of Baddha Mukta, or souls that are conditioned by Maya but have achieved liberation, are Vikasita Chetana and Purna Vikasita Chetana. Vikasita Chetana are those with a blossoming consciousness, such as practicing devotees like us and sadhana bhaktas. The second one is Purna Vikasita Chetana, and devotees who have achieved the higher preliminary stage of God, which is Bhava Bhakti or Prema. The two types of souls who live in the illusionary material world are Nitya Baddha and Baddha Mukta. Nitya Baddha is the eternally conditioned souls, and Baddha Mukta are those who are bound to the material world, but they have attained liberation by getting onto the devotional path and exercising their service to Lord Krishna. The souls that reside in the spiritual world of Vaikuntha are the Nitya Mukta souls, or the eternally liberated souls. There are 6 types of Mukulita Chetana Jivnas, and those with budding consciousness, or those who are attached to the material world. The first is uncivilized tribes of ignorant souls, and the second is civilized races with materialistic knowledge and industrial productivity, unlike the uncivilized tribes, but they have no moral conduct or real faith in God, and this includes meat eaters. The third is races with no belief in God, such as atheists. However, they have standards for moral conduct, such as Buddhism. The next one is races with ethics and philosophy and speculative conception of God. So they think that maybe there is a God, but there is still debates on it. But however, they still continue to do good service, like Karmavadis. The next one is races who accept the Lord, but they don't perform devotional service. So these can be people who visit temples on special days, but don't take the step forward to perform regular devotional service, or those who don't prioritize it in their busy lives. The last one is races who admire Nirvesavada or impersonalism, and those who follow the theory of speculative knowledge or jnana. And this concludes chapter 7. Thank you so much.
Very good, ma'am. Very nice. Good, good. And then how many more episodes are there before you go to college?
I think one more. So next week I can do 8 is very small, only 2 pages.
Okay.
And then 9, 10 is like also only 2 pages. So 8, 9, 10 I can finish.
Okay. Good. Very good. Well done. All right. Good. Very good, ma'am. Very nice. And the next one is going to be by Ananya Tiwari. And she is going to be really completing these the Damodara Ashtakam, slokas 7 and 8 today. And last week, of course, she was not feeling well, and she is going to do it today. So hope she saw everybody is doing good. And Ananya, are you ready?
Krishna Masterji.
Okay.
Masterji, I would like to share my screen and then I'll continue. Masterji, you're not audible to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Masterji.
All right, Maya. So you should be able to share your screen now. Try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So the slide is coming. Yes, you are on the air now. Okay, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Masterji and everyone. Today I'll be concluding Damodar Ashtakams with shlokas 7 and 8. So let's start. कुबेरात्मजौ बाधा मूर्त्यव्ययात्वात् त्वया मोचितौ भक्ति भजकृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकाम्ये प्रचर्च न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे दामोदरे. So this was the seventh shloka, which actually say, O Damodara, although you were bound to the mortar with ropes tied with your mother Yashoda, you mercifully liberated to the two sons of Kuvera, who were cursed by Narad to stand as trees, and gifted them with your own prema bhakti. In the same way, please bestow upon this insignificant soul that same prem bhakti. So in this shloka, it's actually asked from the prem bhakti from Lord Krishna, which was given to the two sons of Kuvera, which were cursed to be a tree. And this is my soul, longing. I have no desire whatsoever for any other type of liberation. The next shloka says, Namaste Studamne Spura Diptidamne Tvadiyodarayata Vishwasya Damne Namo Radhikaye Tvadiya Priyaye Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. This is the last shloka, which says, O Damodara, I offer pranama to the effulgent rope binding your waist. I also offer pranama to your belly, which is the source of Brahman effulgence and the mainstay of the entire universe. Time and again, I offer my pranama to Srimati Radhika, your dearmost beloved, and I also offer pranama hundred of times onto your wondrous unlimited past, and pray that your unlimited past just come to my mind consciously. Thank you.
Wow, beautiful, ma. Good job as usual. Fantastic. That's good. So you are all doing good now? Everybody is fine?
Yeah, Masterji.
Okay, Maya. Yeah. You are saying something?
Nothing, Masterji. Suddenly your voice started cracking. Now it's fine.
Oh, okay. I will talk little slowly. Okay, good. All right, ma. Next one is going to be just a presentation again, and this is by Damodar. And Damodar is really going to be talking about why we should be a vegetarian. So he is really trying to really tell us there must be, we have to be vegetarian, of course. So Damodar, are you ready?
Yes, Master.
Okay, all right. So you are on the system now. Okay, 1, 2, and go for it.
Hare Krishna. My name is Damodar Premkumar, and today I will be talking about why we should be vegetarian. The eating of food should be based on principles of compassion, non-violence, and balanced living. Krishna devotees advocate that we should be vegetarian and avoid meat, fish, and eggs. The Bhagavad Gita further declares that one who lovingly offers his food to Krishna according to scriptural guidelines becomes freed from sins and karma. Therefore, one primary reason for being vegetarian is that it helps us get closer to Krishna. The second reason for being vegetarian is to consider the amount of fear and suffering that animals experience in the slaughter industry. There are countless stories of how in fear cows cry, scream, and then fall down during their short lives lived in a slaughterhouse. So, on a spiritual path, we should avoid eating meat, fish, and eggs, and eat Krishna prasadam that is offered to Krishna. And that is the ultimate perfection of a vegetarian diet. So, we should all be inclined to follow a sattvic diet. Thank you, and Hare Krishna.
Good. Very good. Short and very sweet. Good, good. Very nice. I am so happy. All our children are amazing. Next one is a bhajan, and after that we will have the Brahma Samhita, a short class. Okay, so this is Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram, and Manjari Dasi is going to be singing for today. So Manjari, are you ready?
Hare Krishna, Masterji. Yes,
Okay,
I'm
Hare
ready.
Krishna. Okay, all right, ma. Okay, so you are on air. 1, 2, and go.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham. कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं, तुम मीरा की जैसे बुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, बेसब्री की जैसे खिलाते नहीं, बेसब्री की जैसे खिलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, माँ यशोदा की जैसे सुलाते नहीं, माँ यशोदा की जैसे सुलाते नहीं। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं, गोपियन की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, गोपियन की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
Beautiful. Wow. Wonderful. Very good, ma. Wonderful. Nice. Very nice. Next one is the Brahma Samhita by Madan Mohini Devidasi, and she is going to be giving a short class again. Okay, Madan Mohini, are you ready?
Hare Krishna.
Okay, ma, yeah. Okay, good. Yes, I'm seeing you now. Okay, and
Hare Krishna, everyone. Today I'll be reciting and explaining Brahma Samhita, Chapter 5, verse 59. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The verse is as follows. Ramanes sadachares tadabhyase nirantaram bodhayan atmanatmanam bhaktim apiyuttamam labhet. And the meaning is, one may attain unceasing realization of one's constitutional identity by continuously observing the codes of appropriate behavior and by practicing the sadhana bhajana prescribed by the authentic scriptures. Understanding oneself to be under the shelter of Bhagavan, one may offer oneself fully at his lotus feet. A sadhaka who does so attains Uttama Bhakti. And Sadhana Bhakti is the only method to attain Prema Bhakti. Therefore, the subject of Sadhana Bhakti is being described in this verse. The term Sat or Sadhu refers to the great transcendentally realized personalities who conduct themselves perfectly in accordance with the principles of Shuddha Bhakti and with the etiquette prescribed by the authentic devotional scriptures such as the Vedas, Puranas, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. And when the sadhaka bhakta continuously practices the limbs of bhakti, such as Shravana, Kirtana, and Smarana, in accordance with the standards set by realized personalities, they realize within their heart that they are a pure spirit soul under the shelter of Bhagavan. And one who engages in the uninterrupted cultivation of the Shuddha Bhakti attains within his pure heart a transcendental manifestation of his eternal spiritual form as a servant of Lord Krishna. By the mercy of a pure devotee or by the direct mercy of Bhagavan himself. Then subsequently, he achieves the highest stage of Prema Bhakti. And Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 87, verse 20 says, "The living entities are internally and externally controllers of their bodies and populate the entire universe. But they are not independent, but are fragmentary parts, vibhinnamsa, of your energy." Those who attain a true understanding and who are in knowledge of the desired goal of the greatly realized souls utterly reject the fruitive activities mentioned in the Vedas, and with complete faith they cultivate unalloyed transcendental bhakti in the form of worshipping Sri Krishna without the slightest expectation of material gain. In this way, although they remain in the material world, they easily cross over the insurmountable ocean of material existence and come to you, Lord Krishna, by engaging in the service of his lotus feet. And Lord Krishna's divine lotus feet are the only cure for the fear experienced in the endless chain of birth and death. And going back to the Brahma Samhita Sloka, the word pramana, reliable evidence, refers to the Bhakti Shastras such as the Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. The word sadachara should be understood to indicate the behavior of Vaishnavas who are practicing pure bhakti and whose activities are based on deep, spontaneous attachment to Sri Krishna. Then tad abhyasa means the process of acquiring a clear understanding of the 10 fundamental principles, Dashamula Tattva, described in Bhakti Shastra, and then, as prescribed by the Shastra, receiving Harinama, which is the embodiment of Sri Krishna's names, form, qualities, and pastimes. And after that, one should continuously cultivate the practice of chanting Harinama throughout the day and night. And this is the meaning of Abhyasa. And the practice of chanting Harinama, along with the appropriate conduct, dispels the 10 kinds of offenses against the holy names. And Abhyasa means to follow the uninterrupted and offenseless cultivation of Harinama practiced by Shuddha Bhaktas. And if one practices in this way, the desired result, namely Prema Bhakti, will manifest in the heart. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Thank you.
Beautiful. As usual, fantastic. Wow. Amazing. So, how many? Did you find out how many more Brahma Samhita slokas are there before you go to college?
There's 3 more slokas.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, that's good. Yeah, yeah. We'll see whatever that is. We are not that many are left. Very nice, wonderful. So now we will have a few more bhajans, and so the next one which is coming is Chinna Chinna Gopala. Yeah. He is going to sing. Oh, Siddhartha already sang. Okay, all right. That is going to be for the next week. Okay, he already queued it. Okay, our system is, so I didn't really note down the date that he really logged for. Okay, next one is Kausalya Supraja. So Nikita is going to be singing this one of the classic bhajans, and we want to hear Nikita. And after that is going to be Shamarani Dasi. She will be singing O Gauranga, Krishna O Gauranga. Then I believe that then we will have our one more short class, and then we will have the Harikatha. Okay, Nikita, please let me know when you are ready.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, all right, and yeah, okay. So sing a little louder, okay, and everything is otherwise good. Okay, 1, 2, and you are on the.
Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Dina Dayala Paripurna Kripala Deen Dayala Paripurna Kripala Jai Jai Bhakta Mandara Raghavendra Jai Jai Bhakta Mandara Raghavendra Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Ananda Sagara Muralidhara Nirambari Radhe Shama Venugopala Ananda Sagara Muralidhara Nirambari Radhe Shama Venugopala Nanda Yashoda Ananda Kishora Nanda Yashoda Ananda Kishora Jai Jai Gokul Bala Jaya Bala Gopala Jai Jai Gokul Bala Jaya Bala Gopala Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Ananda Sayana Adinarayana Satchidananda Shri Satyanarayana Bhavabhayaharana Jayavandita Charana Bhavabhayaharana Jayavandita Charana Raghukula Tilaka Shri Rajalochana Raghukula Tilaka Shri Rajalochana Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra Kausalya Supraja Ramachandra Sita Manohara Raghavendra.
Beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Very good. Good, ma. Good, good. Very nice. Next one is a bhajan by Shyamarani Dasi, and she is going to be singing O Gauranga, O Krishna Gauranga. And okay, Hare Krishna ma. Yeah, let me put you there now. Just 1 second. And okay. Yeah, you are ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, and go for it.
O Gauranga, O Krishna Gauranga, Shri Chaitanya Gauranga. O Gauranga, O Krishna Gauranga, Shri Chaitanya Gauranga. सर्वरक्ष देवने सचि सुत पालने स्वर्ण देह रूपणे सिंहराज गर्जने सर्वरक्ष देवने सचि सुत पालने स्वर्ण देह रूपणे सिंहराज गर्जने ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा दीनदयालने तारा मंत्र देवने देव देव देवरुम பொட்டும் பரமூலமே दीनदयालने तारा मंत्र देवने देव देव देवरुम பொட்டும் பரமூலமே ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा नाम संकीर्तने नगर नाट्यम वनमழை போல் கங்கல் பொங்கும் திருக்கோலமே नाम संकीर्तने नगर नाट्यम वनमழை போல் கங்கல் பொங்கும் திருக்கோலமே ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा राजसु सुंदर रम्य रूप शोभना राधा कृष्ण संगता प्रेम दान देवता राजसु सुंदर रम्य रूप शोभना राधा कृष्ण संगता प्रेम दान देवता ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा ओ गौरंगा ओ कृष्ण गौरंगा श्री चैतन्य गौरंगा ओ गौरंगा O Krishna Gauranga, Shri Chaitanya Gauranga, Shri Chaitanya Gauranga, Shri Chaitanya Gauranga.
Pah! Beautiful, beautiful. Wow!
Hare Krishna.
Very good, Ma. Very so good. Wow! Amazing, amazing, Ma. Yeah, very good. You did very well. Thank you. Yeah, very good, good, very nice. Next one is a short class, and I think that's the third short class for today. And this is going to be by Dr. Navakishori Devidasi, and she will be bringing some slokas and explaining them for us. So, are you ready, Ma?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Okay, Ma. Hare Krishna, Ma. Hare Krishna. And okay, let me put you there on the 1 second. Yeah, no, because today my setup is not that perfect yet, because otherwise it is actually supposed to come completely, it's a little programming I have to do on this box. That's okay. That's a minor touch up. I will do that, and then otherwise everything is fine. Yeah. Okay, Ma? Yeah. You are ready?
Yeah, Guruji.
Okay. 1, 2, and you are on the air.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams to Guruji and Auntyji, and Hare Krishna to assembled devotees. Before I start, I would like to offer my obeisances to Guruji and Param Gurudev. Om Ananya Tiwari Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikaye Priyatmane Shri Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Narayana iti namine Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramanubhistam Purnam Radhadasyam Pradayakam Rupanugacharya Varyam Rupamanjari Preshtakam Patita Pavana Bandhava Yugacharya Narayanam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Leela Kathaneti Sudaksham Audharya Madhurya Gunaischa Yuktam Param Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Shirasa Namami Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today I'm going to continue the next 10 shlokas and the meaning in Guru Tattva from Gaudiya Kantahara. So the first shloka is from Haribhakti Vilasa. Yo Vyakti Nyaya Rahitam Ananyena Shrunoti Yah Tav Ubhau Narakam Ghoram Vrajata Kalam Akasya. The meaning is the one who assumes the dress and position of an acharya and who speaks against the conclusions of Srimad Bhagavatam and other scriptures or performs kirtana opposed to the proper glorification of Sri Krishna certainly goes to hell for countless lifetimes along with his disciples and also whoever hears such non-devotional talks and kirtanas. The next shloka is from Bhakti Sandarbha Anucheda. Vaishnava Vidvesi Chet Parityajya Eva Gurorapi Avalipatasye Tismaranat. Vaishnava Bhava Rahityena Avaishnavataya Avaishnavo Padistineti Vachana Vishayatvacha. Yatokta Lakshanasya Shri Guru Avidyamatayastu Tasyeva Mahabhagavatasya Kasya Nithya Sevanam Paramam Shreyaha. So the meaning is a guru who is envious of pure devotees, who blasphemes them or behaves maliciously towards them should certainly be abandoned. And remembering the verse Gurur Api Avalapitasya means such an envious guru lacks the mood and character of a Vaishnava. The Shastras enjoin that one should not accept initiation from a non-devotee. Knowing these injunctions of the scripture, a sincere devotee abandons a false guru. Once a devotee leaves a false guru, that devotee is without a spiritual guide. At that time, his only hope is to seek out a Mahabhagavata, Vaishnava, and serve him by constantly rendering service to such a pure Mahabhagavata. One will certainly attain the highest goal of life. And the next shloka is from Bhakti Sandarbha Anucheda. A materialistic, professional, family or Vyavaharika guru must be given up. Paramartha guru ravasyo Vyavaharika guruvadi parityaganepi kartavya. One should not accept a spiritual master based on hereditary or social customs. That kind of guru should be rejected. One must accept a qualified spiritual master who can help one advance towards the ultimate goal of life, which is Krishna Prema. The next shloka is also from Haribhakta Vilasa. States, when a devotee rejects a false guru, he must accept a real guru. Avaishnavo padistena mantrena nirayam rajet punascha vidhina samyag grahed Vaishnavad guruha. One who gets his mantra from a guru who is a non-devotee or who is addicted to sensual pleasure is doomed to a life in hell. Such a person must immediately approach a genuine Vaishnava guru and again accept the mantra from him. This shloka is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 20, verse 17, which states why one need to become a disciple. Nirdeham adhyam, sulabham sudurlabham, plavam sukalpam, guru karnadaram, mayanukulena nabasva teritam, pumam bhavadbim nataret sa atmaha. This human form of life is rare and it can award all the benefit of life. It is superior to all other forms of life. For us, having attained it, one may easily cross over the ocean of material existence. The human form of life is like a ship. For crossing the material ocean, in which the guru, spiritual guru, is the captain, and with the mercy of Sri Krishna, who is the favorable wind that carries the ship safely across the material ocean. One who fails to make use of this human form of life for crossing the ocean of birth and death is the killer of the self. Next shloka is from Padma Purana, which is Gurusu Naramatir Yasya Vanaraki Saha. The meaning is, the one who thinks that the spiritual master is an ordinary man is said to live in hell. And this shloka is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 15, verse 26. It explains, one who thinks the guru is an ordinary man finds his attempts at spiritual progress as useless, is like an elephant taking a mud bath. Yasya sakshat bhagavati jnanadeepa prade gurau martayasya dihi srutam tasya sarvam kunjara sauchavat. The guru is considered as the supreme Lord himself because he gives a light of transcendental knowledge to his disciples. Consequently, for one who maintains the material conception that guru is an ordinary human being, his attempts to progress in spiritual life, his Vedic studies and scriptural knowledge, his penances and austerities, and his worship of the deity, all are useless as bathing of an elephant. This shloka is from Bhagavad Gita. For transcendental knowledge, we must approach a guru. Tad viddhi pranipatena paripraseva sevayaha upadekshayanti te jnanam jnanaina tattvadarshinaha. Just to try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, surrender to him and inquire from him and render service to his lotus feet. Guru, who is the self-realized soul, can impart knowledge onto you, for he has seen the truth. The shloka is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 12, verse 24. Guru takes one beyond jnana to pure devotion. Evam guru pasanayalka bhaktya vidya kutarena sitena dhiraha vivarshya jivashayam apramattaha sampadya chatmanam atat tejastram. With steady intelligence, you should develop unalloyed devotional service by careful worship of the spiritual master. And with the sharp axe of transcendental knowledge, you should cut off the subtle material covering the soul. After that, upon realizing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you should then give up the axe of analytic knowledge. The last shloka is states that Guru and Lord Nityananda are non-different. Samsarera parahaya bhaktira sagare yadubibe se bajukta nitai chandere amara prabhu Shri Gaura Sundara ye bada barasa chittadari nirantara. The meaning is, beyond the ocean of birth and death is the Bhakti ocean. In order to obtain the Bhakti ocean, I worship Lord Nityananda, who is the original Guru. And we all know that our spiritual Guru is a representative of Lord Nityananda. I hold this faith within my heart forever. My master is Nityananda. His Lord is Gaura Sundara. And by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, one gets the mercy of Gaura Sundara. So Nityananda is therefore the original Guru. And as such, spiritual Guru is the representative of Lord Nityananda. These two items are not different. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna.
Very good, ma. Very enlightened, very enlightened. Very nice, very nice. Wonderful, as usual. And then, so Guru, okay, now out of the 18 so does that book have all the 18 tattvas actually? Must be.
Yeah, Guruji.
Yeah. Okay, so Guru Tattva, how many more slokas are there yet?
I think there are 40 more, so 4 classes more, I think. No, I think there are 10 more, Guruji. After that, Bhagavad Tattva is there.
Then Bhagavad Tattva. Okay, very nice, very nice, good, beautiful. Very nice, excellent, excellent. Good. And the next one is okay, we have 2 bhajans, and then after that I will give a harikatha of the special, whatever the special you can think of. Anisha is going to be singing Namo 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 Nanda Nandana Gokul Jana Gopi Gana Nayaka. Yeah, Anisha, are you ready, ma?
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, ma. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right, you are excited. Okay. All right, ready?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, we can't hear you.
Sure. Now you will be able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You are ready. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, and you are on the air. Go ahead.
Namo 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 Nanda Nandana Jaya Hare 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 Kesava. Namo 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 Nanda Nandana Jaya Hare 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 Kesava. Giridhara Bhakta Jana Jivana Gokul Jana Gopikana Nayaka Jaya Hare 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 Kesava. Gokul Jana Gopikana Nayaka Jaya Hare 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 Kesava. नमो 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 नन्दनन्दना जय हरे 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 केशवा गिरिधर भक्तजन जीवना जय हरे 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 केशवा गिरिधर भक्तजन जीवना जय हरे 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 केशवा नमो 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 नन्दनन्दना जय हरे 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 केशवा वंशीवदा मदन मदन मन मोहन जय हरे 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 केशवा वंशीवदा मदन मन मोहन जय हरे 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 केशवा नमो 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 नन्दनन्दना जय हरे 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 केशवा तुलसीधर कमलैवालोचना जय हरे 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 केशवा तुलसीधर कमलैवालोचना जय हरे 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 केशवा नमो 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 नन्दनन्दना जय हरे 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 केशवा नमो 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 नन्दनन्दना जय हरे 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 केशवा नमो 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 नन्दनन्दना जय हरे 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 केशवा नमो 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 नन्दनन्दना जय हरे 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 केशवा
Wow! Wow! Excellent! Wow! So now all the jet lag, everything is done, and then yes, we are back to normal. Beautiful, beautiful, good. Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. And the next one is going to be Akshita, and Akshita will be singing Neela Megha Shamala. Okay, actually we took these. Only few lines are actually the original, but then we modified it a little bit. Yes. Okay, all right, Akshita. So your jet lag is all right now. So you are back to normal. Yeah.
Yes, Guru.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I am looking for your kartal. That double beat towards the end. I think you are going to do it. Okay. Yeah. 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 This is it.
Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. What? Can you hear me, Guruji?
Oh yes, ma. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. O Nityananda Swarupa Sundara. O Nityananda Swarupa Sundara. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. O Nityananda Swarupa Sundara. O Nityananda Swarupa Sundara. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. Deva Deva Devaki Bala Gopala. Deva Deva Devaki Bala Gopala. Devadi Deva Giridhara. Devadi Deva Giridhara. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. O Nityananda Swarupa Sundara. O Nityananda Swarupa Sundara. Nila Megha Shamala Rupa Gopala. Nila Megha Shamala
रूपा गोपाला शंकरादि सेविता कृष्णा गोपाला शंकरादि सेविता कृष्णा गोपाला शंकर चक्रधरना श्रीधरा शंकर चक्रधरना श्रीधरा नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला ओ नित्यानंद स्वरूपा सुंदरा ओ नित्यानंद स्वरूपा सुंदरा नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला रसलीला रसिका रामा गोपाला रसलीला रसिका रामा गोपाला राधिकादि रमना केशवा राधिकादि रमना केशवा नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला ओ नित्यानंद स्वरूपा सुंदरा ओ नित्यानंद स्वरूपा सुंदरा नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला नीलमेघ श्यामला रूपा गोपाला.
Wow. Beautiful. Wow. Very good, ma. Very good. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. Okay. And I think what is the next one? Oh, okay. So now it is for me. Okay. So now so far I was listening to you all. Now you are going to listen to me. Anyway. And okay. And all right, so today, okay, let me bring the Harikatha duck. Okay. Yeah, okay. Everything's fine. Streaming is going fine. Recording is going fine. Hare Krishna. Okay, let me start. Om Ananya Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Palake Vakshakstale Kaustubam Nasagre Navamautikam Karatale Venum Kare Kankanam Sarvange Harichandanam Chakalayan Kante cha Muktavali Gopastri Parivestito Vijayate Gopala Chudamani. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today it is actually a very easy topic, but it is going to be a little deeper. So you can see that we are now living through a very, very strange time and witnessing so many things, and mostly we are seeing only problems. Climate changes are threatening the earth like one never happened before. Lakes that are going dry. You might have heard that the Colorado River is badly drying off. You also might have heard about the water scarcity in California. Ukraine war does not seem to end. More frictions are developing among countries. Nuclear doomsday is now only 100 seconds to midnight. Gas, the petrol shortage is everywhere. Inflation is so high. Recession seems to be on the way. And food shortages are looming in many places. Countries are declaring bankruptcy. So it is actually a very interesting time. For the news media, of course, they have a wonderful time. So people are not happy as they used to. In other yugas, people were much happier. Now in Kali Yuga, everyone is going through many, many miseries. Why is this happening? Because in Kali Yuga, lust and greed are predominant. People do not know what is need and what is greed. In Kali Yuga, we exploit everything. We exploit our own body, trying to get maximum enjoyment possible. We exploit our earth to rob everything due to our greed to enjoy. We also kill so many animals to satisfy our tongue and bellies. We are manufacturing too much and making so much of junk. Demons can be killed, but the plastics by scientists can never be destroyed, it seems. Look at your own garage and home and see how much junk you yourself have. Add all the junk in this world, it is enormous. Where do all these come from? From manufacturing? And so much of oil and everything we consume and destroying the forests. We also exploit others as well. People cheat others. It is said that cheating is the root of every business. Nowadays, if you do not know how to cheat others, you will be out of business. So, now there is another thing also coming I want to add to that. It's a big epidemic that is actually booming. This is mental illness, depression, anxiety disorders, bipolar disorders, idiopathic developmental intellectual disability, then conduct disorders and autism. All these are some of the mental illness that we see. Recent data shows that the highest depressive disorders is seen in India. And the highest depression rate in the world, if you take a state, it is in Tamil Nadu. Even those who have been actually, their census, because most of the time Tamil Nadu, what is the census again? Unofficially is high. So we don't know what is the real figure. So in India alone, officially so many millions of people are suffering with mental illness. And it is ever increasing and will be way high now. According to a Newsweek report that I was talking to one of our dear family here too, even though the material progress of India is going to be to make number one in 2025, I don't know whether it's going to happen or not. That's a prediction. But it is said that by 2025, India will be number one in something else. That is mental illness pandemic. In Vedic times, Bharat, now called India, used to be number one in living in happiness. Simple living and high thinking was the root of their inner happiness. Now what happened? We do high living and no thinking. We copy the Western culture. We do not follow our Vedic culture. And the only big result we have got now is we are number one in mental illness. So I am not saying this one. I am not just saying. Simply watch this video clip, just a quick flash. That's all you have to do.
No wonder our world today is sadder than it's ever been. And I'm not making this sweeping assumption. I'm simply referring to the latest Gallup survey. It is found that the world is unhappier and more stressed than ever before. How did Gallup conclude this? By speaking to adults in 122 countries and asking them about their experiences. 42% of adults said that they were worried, 41% were stressed, 31% were hurting physically, 28% were sad, and 23% were angry.
So, anyway, so now you can see. So, but on the other hand, we are boasting about our standard of living. We are boasting about our advance in nanotechnology, robotics, medical breakthroughs, faster communications, software engineering, computer programming. But the question is, what is the use of all these things, and if they do not make you happy? The reality is that even if there is something flickering, some flickering happiness you see, the overall truth is that this world is dukkhalayam for the worldly people. For devotees, they are always happy. So for worldly people, because the thing is, for the devotees are depending on Krishna. So they don't care whatever Krishna is actually in control on them. But for the worldly people, they think that they are in control. That we are going to see a lot. So Lord Krishna says that this world is dukkhalayam. And if the materialistic people think that we can be happy forever here, that means they are challenging the Lord. Because Lord says that it is dukkhalayam. So in fact, the fact is that every materialistic person is in illusion. He thinks that he is happy. That's what we are going to talk about. I'm going to go a little deeper today. Okay? So they are immersed in illusions. And in fact, Srila Prabhupada in the Path of Perfection, he says clearly, in this material world, all conditioned souls are under illusion. Our spoiled life adapting to Western culture is the culprit. We are blindly adapting to the Western culture. It's due to illusion. This is the reason we started Gokul Bhajan. We want to bring all our children and educate them in not in Western culture, in Vedic culture. That's why we say Gokul Bhajan, Vedic studies, Vedic life. That is the way to go. And eventually all the people, frustrated people will come back to this. There is no doubt about it. Now, so today, I want to take this small topic called illusions. Okay? In Sanskrit, illusion is called pramada. Pramada, that is the word in Sanskrit. So who are the praise for, who are the, who are actually getting into the illusion is, as Srila Prabhupada said, conditioned, materially conditioned human beings they are in illusion. Why? Why this illusion happens? Why this illusion happens? It is all due to defects in the materially conditioned jivas. Okay, watch out, I am saying defects in the materially conditioned jivas. So that means for liberated jivas, it's not. Sages, it's not. Only these conditioned jivas. There are 4 kinds of defects that our Shastra say. Brahma. It's not Brahma. Brahma. Brahma means Brahma. Brahma actually, Brahma. Committing mistakes. Human beings commit mistakes. That's why they say 2 year is human, right? That's a popular, everybody says that. The second defect is Pramada. That is the one I really talked about, Pramada. Pramada means is illusion. That is the core of the topic today. So these materialistic people think that what is right, they think that is wrong. And what is wrong, they think that is right. So this is the problem. Okay. Then the third one is called Vipralipsa. Vipralipsa means cheating propensity. Even look at here, when a child is born, you can see as it grows, it really has cheating propensity. Where did the child learn it? Child will hide something. When they're asking, I didn't do it. Where is it coming from? Because we have 4 different, we are born with 4 different. So this is Vipralipsa, is cheating propensity. Okay, we can see how this exploitation is actually killing our earth. Because cheating, they are cheating everybody. Then the fourth one is Karana Patava. That means imperfect senses leading to, basically imperfect senses leading to imperfect knowledge. Because if our input is wrong, then of course mind is going to ask him something. Our eyes cannot see what is at very distance as well. Look at the aeroplane flying. Oh my God, it's going farther and it looks like a small thing. It's really that small. That means something is wrong. Isn't it? That we know for sure, right? So now we cannot see across walls. Can we? We cannot see. We cannot see at the dark. Our senses are can perceive only a tiny part of the big visual spectrum. If you see the electromagnetic spectrum, so only the visual spectrum is very thin. And we don't see this side, we don't see that side. Infrared and also other side. No, we don't see that. Why? Because of the defects. Talking about illusions, how many kinds of illusions are there? There are so many. By the way, you may see this picture at the left. You may think that somebody, maybe not everybody, you may think that something is moving there. If you watch carefully, you may see that something is moving. Actually, there is nothing is moving. They are just painted patterns. So for today, I will pick only 5 illusions of people. That's it. Very simple illusion. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Our first illusion I'm going to talk about is, we think that, people think that we are the body. I am my body. We identify ourselves with our body. Everyone, especially in the Western world, is living with this mindset. People think that they are Indian, American, European, Russian, now Ukrainian. People think that they are black, white, brown. And we identify ourselves with our name, Smith, Bob, Kathy, Venkat. We also identify ourselves as male or female. We also identify ourselves with our profession, doctor, engineer, lawyer, scientist, teacher. We also identify ourselves with our language, English speaking, Tamilian, Malayali, Gujarati, Bengali. So we also identify us with caste even, Brahmin and Sutra, so many. There are so many ways we identify ourselves with our bodily related aspects. Even if someone tells you that we are not the body, we do not have realization on this. Yeah, we take, I am the soul. Of course, we are hearing and hearing and hearing. The realization is not there. After that one, you hear, whatever they are saying. Hey, we are all jivatmas, these and everything, all kinds of things we read, and then it goes from this ear and goes out from the other ear, and then when you go there, this is mine, that mine. Okay, I am this, I am that. That's what we'll say. Why? It has gone. That's not gone as a realization. That realization comes only for saintly people. So see, we just hear and forget. So knowledge is different and realization is very different. One is jnana, other one is vijnana. So knowledge is theory and realization is practical. Knowledge is jada jnana and realization is vijnana. Knowledge is in the brain. But realization is not in the brain, it is in the heart. That's why Krishna said, I don't want your brain. I want only your heart. Because love is here. Love is not here. That is why if you see that, most of the temples, if you see that, only full of ladies. Ladies, they are love. That is why Krishna is attracted. Krishna is attracted by mainly ladies. That's it. Krishna, that is it. Okay, so why? Because they go by the heart. They go by the love. So, illusion is so bad. In the Western countries and materially advanced countries, this is the problem. Okay, where? Why? The material education is high and the spiritual education is low. This is where the problem. In India, that was the other way. So, the second illusion people have is that they think that this world belongs to me. My family belongs to me. My children belong to me. Some religions, especially those are in line with the Abrahamic root, they claim that this earth itself is their real heaven, final destination. So our attachment to this temporary world is so strong like this, and we do not want to leave this world. So my question is, did you know about this world before you were born here? Was that in your plan? And was this earth in your plan to come and then be born here in certain kind, whatever this, your town? Did you choose your father and mother by yourself? Did you know them already? Did you even choose your own body out of 8.4 million types of species? No. The truth is, the hard truth is, that everything has been forced on you. You had no relation to this earth before you came here. And where you will be hardly living for a few years. Even if you live for 100 years, in the kala, in the time, this is just like a bursting time for a bubble. That is how you really see it. In the vast, the length of time, kala. But we think that this world belongs to us. The fact is that you have been wandering through millions and millions of universes, birth after birth. And every single planet you were born in any form of life, you were exploiting there also. Of course, you are now continuing here. So you thought that that planet belonged to you before. And do you still have ownership of all those planets? Array, suppose you were somewhere there in the, somewhere way there. You are there in millions and millions of planets. Do you own anything? You have certificate? You really brought from here? From there? No. Then how can we claim that this world belongs to us? This is insane. We boast that we are, we have this property and that property and this and that, and buy, sell, buy all. We buy so much of sand. We claim that this is our home and country. We think that this is my wife or husband. We think so and so is a son and daughter. And we think that so and so are our relations. Did we arrange all these things before you really came here? No. Some even say that marriage is determined in heaven. But the fact is that these are all illusions. Marriages have nothing to do with any heaven. These are all arranged because of your karma. Okay, so that's how past karma or whatever you are actually doing in this. So isn't it a big illusion about our relation to this world and relations? 3. I'm going to give only 5. Third illusion is I am here to enjoy this material world all myself. Of course, it is a fact that everyone wants to enjoy. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's no problem with that. No one wants to suffer. But what is the reality? Everyone actually suffers. We can ask this question to everyone who have lived through the life for a longer duration. What do they say? No, I had only suffered in this life. So in a nutshell, this world is mixed with flickering happiness and more miseries. I am not saying this. Lord Krishna himself is saying that, right? Isn't it? So he says, Mam upetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam na punvandi mahatmanaha sansitim paramam gata. This temporary world is full of miseries. It is dukkhalayam. This place is of constant problems. What are they? Adhyatmika, adibhautika, adidevika, right? Adhyatmika, right? Either problem comes from your own body, your own mind. Big problems always coming, one after another coming. Or problem comes by others or other countries or other government, and this terrorists, basically others, even including this the COVID-19. Or it's coming from Devika. Adi Devika is what? Hurricane, this thing, water problem, this problem, that, these, so many mosquitoes. Mosquito is actually Adi Bhautika. Anyway, but if you try to make this Dukkhalayam to Swarkalayam, then you are challenging Krishna. Isn't it? You try to improve your SOL, standard of living, but your soul, SOUL, is suffering more and more. This is the situation that we see. Okay. And number 4. Many people, especially young people, will think, I am in control and nothing can happen without my will. But we all know it is not true. Most of the accidents, for example, are caused by young people only, who often thought that they were in control. Also, it is not just school shootings, street shootings, wars, or terrorism we see. If a nuclear war happens, we will be doomed, finished. And it happened many times in the history also. So it's going to happen sometime or other anyway. So hopefully we are not going to be there that time. Hopefully. And today we think that we are healthy. And tomorrow a catastrophe comes to our health. You want to eat so much of delicious food, but you get diabetes. You want to drink and enjoy, and now your liver is finished. You drink and beer and wine, whatever, your liver is gone now. Do you know that the liver transplants are shooting up to for another reasons also? It is said that it is due to increase of artificial vitamin supplements. They have found out now. So you were okay until last year, and now your kidney is bad. You were okay last month, but this month diagnosed with heart problem. Yesterday, my friend, this actually happened. Not yesterday. Actually, what happened was just 2 weeks back. My close friend, he was a colleague. He was he was the one who really invited us for, when we really moved to Bombay, first job there, after married. And then look at him, he's gone. He really, dead. And, because of cardiac arrest. And of course, last month, President Biden was okay. And now he has cancer. So anything can happen to you at any time. This you have to understand. That's what Krishna consciousness. You have to be prepared and leave that everything to the will of Krishna. So anything can happen at any time. A tornado comes and your home is gone. A lightning strikes and you may be also gone. So these places have constant problems. We are trying to avoid the problems, but how much you will avoid? There are a lot of things I am not in control. So these places have constant problems. I am not posing a pessimistic view here, but telling the truth. I am only just expanding what was said in Gita. Because Krishna has made this world with Adhyatmika, Adibhautika and Adidevika. And he says that this is Dukkhalaya, do not go there. That's what he said. But we came. Why? We gave our, Bahirmukha, Krishna Bahirmukha. We wanted to enjoy this material world, so we are here now. So we decided to come. And with so many uncertainties, how can I assume that I am safe now? How can we say that I am in control? Actually, we are under control of Maya, in her Mayic world. We are tightly trapped by Maya. And we are not able to escape. Number 5. Only 5 I will cover, and then I will talk more about it. Fifth one is I want to die now. Actually, as a shock. That's what I was talking about. 2 weeks ago, my one colleague died at night due to cardiac arrest. It is not a surprise that President Biden has cancer. Everyone has to die one day, with or without diseases. That is the thing. But unnecessarily we think, unconsciously we are thinking that we want to die. We will live for tomorrow also. Once a Brahmin came to King Udishra and asked for some money for. So King Udishra was so busy. Oh, he said, okay, I'm in the middle of so many things going on. Today I cannot give. Come tomorrow, and I promise I will surely give you something tomorrow. You come. Bhima was standing nearby, and he smiled and smiled. So the Brahmin has gone, and he immediately after that he declared, I am having a declaration here now. My brother King Yudhishthira has conquered death. Conquered death. See, when King Yudhishthira asked, why are you saying that? Yeah, you are sure that you will live for tomorrow. You gave a promise to that Brahmin to really come, to tomorrow. That means you conquered the, death for that now. So, so this is the thing now. And you know the story when King Yudhishthira himself was stranded with that four of his brothers, almost dead on the poisonous lake, on the shore of the poisonous lake. And one of the questions that was asked to King Yudhishthira was, what is the greatest wonder in this world? And he was answering all the questions. Of course, this question I am talking about. What did he say? He said, the most wonder in this world is that everyone around is dying. Every day, every time, every minute, every second. But we think that we will never die now. This is the greatest wonder in this world, he said. So that is 5 illusions. Now, who does not have illusion? Sages do not have that. It's very interesting to know that no defects are in sages or pure devotees. The sages can even see the past and future as well. What is that? What is the support? What is the Shastra? Brahma, Brahmade, Vipralipsa, Karana, Patava, Arsha Vinya, Vakyenahi, Dosaye, Sabha. See, mistakes, making mistakes, being in illusion, cheating, and also imperfect senses, they don't really have, these sages don't have any of those. So mistakes, illusion, cheating, and defective perception do not occur in the sayings of the authoritative sages. That is why we are literally following. That is why we need a Guru Parampara. We cannot just like that somebody saying, I am a Guru, you just follow me as something. We cannot do that. Because it has to come from all the way from the Lord, passed down in disciplic succession. So this is why the scriptures revealed by the sages are defect-free. As they are beyond all these defects, they see the things in reality. In the previous yugas, especially Satya Yuga, was full of righteousness. Sages were living and they never exploited anything. They lived a very simple life. They did not exploit the earth by mass manufacturing of poisons and plastics. They did not destroy the earth. Instead, you know what they did? They worshipped the earth. How? Every day when they get up from their sleep, they first worship Mother Earth before they put their leg on the earth. This was how they were living. There was no exploitation. But the thing is, now we are in illusion. How to be illusion free? I selected only 5, but there are many. Now the question comes, how can I be free from these illusions? The answer is found in so many scriptures. Gita, Bhagavatam, many. I put only the very few. Number 1, take shelter of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. 2, then he will give the knowledge to remove the illusion. So that remove illusion is not something that we can do. Because we are born like that. I told you, right? Even small children also have these four defects. So what he is saying in Gita, 10th chapter, 10th, this thing is saying, Tesham sadatta yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yena ma upayandite. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I make them illusion free by giving spiritual knowledge by which they can come to me also. Come to me. He does not say that he will give you the knowledge of this Mahic world. Is he saying that? No. Lord Krishna actually told Arjuna, once he was really supporting, one is called Maya Dhanavan, I think. He was really helping in his war to really help. And then because he could win because of the support of Arjuna, then the Dhanavan said, I am going to show you, give me all the materialistic knowledge, science and this and everything, how to build aeroplanes and which can even change shapes and everything, all kinds of things. And Krishna said, Arjuna, never go there, you will be doomed. But what we are doing, for us, that is a life. Spiritual topic nobody wants to hear. But at the same time, somebody is giving a big class, like charging $1,500 per day, they will run. Oh yeah, they have something. See, this is the world. So mathematics, biology, geometry, physics, differential equation, even I Gokulam, J Gokulam, whatever you call, and so on are only for the temporary living only. They are not parajnana. Parajnana is spiritual knowledge only. Also, Krishna says that he will give parajnana only to his devotees. But how can I become a devotee of Krishna? That can be done only by taking shelter under a bona fide guru. That's what he says. Tatvidhi pranipatena. Actually today Dr. Navakishori actually mentioned this one. So Tatvidhi pranipatena Pariprashtena sevaya Upadekhyandite jnanam Jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Approach and take shelter under a guru, and he will teach you the truth and remove your ajnana, the illusion. That is why we first say Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Shakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Why? A guru does a major cataract operation. He removes our illusion. And teaches the Shastras and truths, which are all coming from all the way in the disciplic chain, all the way from the Supreme Lord. And thus, he removes our ajnana. So our illusion will be gone. So one may also say that I have 3 PhDs in material sciences. Will that remove my illusion? No. Actually, it only makes the illusion even worse. There are 2 kinds of knowledge, as I mentioned briefly, Jadajnana and Parajnana. Jadajnana is a material knowledge that we study in the schools, colleges, postgraduate and so on, but it has no way to remove our illusion. In fact, it only increases our illusion. The more we go into material knowledge, Jadajnana, the more we become illusion. You are going to the root of Maya. So you go to MIT, Carnegie Mellon, and they make you only Nastika. This was the reason I wanted to abandon the I Gokulam teaching actually, but now anyway I have to trick somebody, bring some children and then teach. You better, you learn that also, but the thing is better is about Krishna. So this is how we are going to position. But anyway, technical and higher material education will make sure that they remove your spiritual eyes. That's it. If you really want to, in India, if you really go to some, place for any operation, and if you don't know that the hospital, they will remove your kidney. We have no idea what they will remove. The same way, if you go too much on this one, they will remove your spiritual eyes. And after that, you have no idea about spiritual teaching at all. So anyway, so the advance in Jnana has no value in removing illusion. But when we get Parajnana, the spiritual knowledge, our illusions will be gone. They will simply vanish. Illusions like darkness. It doesn't really have any existence actually, because a darkness is defined in science as the lack of light. As soon as the light comes, there is no darkness. You are not really going to take a bucket and then, okay, I am going to empty my in a dark room. Okay, one bucket of darkness and pour it out and it doesn't work that way. You just take a light and then bring there, and automatically your darkness goes. That is how it works, right? So now let us look at the truth in contrary to what we saw. Illusion was what? I am the body. But what is the truth? I am a spiritual soul. When the Parajnana comes from Sri Guru, we realize that in truth we are not our bodies, but we are a soul, Atma. We will realize that we are Satchidananda. Our real happiness is when we escape from our birth and death and from this Mayic world. Then that is the real happiness. But only by the grace of Guru we realize that. Our eternal position as Jiva is, then you will understand. You will realize it. How? As a eternal servant of Lord Krishna. Then he will teach you. Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nithya Dharma. See, your Swarupa is the eternal servant of Krishna. That is how we are made. So he will teach you. What is the illusion number 2? This world belongs to me. But actually this world does not belong to me. This world is just but one of our millions of worlds that we have wandering through. We wandered. Brahmanda, Brahmite, Gwana, Bhagyavan, Jiva, we know the sloka. Unlimited planets that we have gone through. We are born and dead in so many planets. As we are born here, our death is inevitable. So we should never have any attachment or ownership. Whatever that comes to us due to Bhagavan's arrangement, we simply use. But we should not get attached to any. So you have it. I mean, you use it, but don't get attached, because it is just like all this wherever we are born. It's like a temporary inn. We have a long journey. That's the journey of the soul. We have a long journey. Everybody has journey, and in between, like the inn, what you really see, there is a place that you have to stay, and then there for a couple of days. Just maybe one day, and then the next day you have to really get up and then keep walking. That is what this earth, that's what this birth is. But what happens? Unnecessarily we are so attached to this world, climbing properties, home, father, mother, wife, husband, son, daughter, relation, everything. Use all these, but never be attached. You do your duty, but don't be attached. Okay, so we should be attached only to Bhagavan and his holy places. That's why he said, Katava Kanta Kastava Tanaya Siramatiriyetan Mrithimanuganaya Ahahaki Matyana Pasyati Maranam Tava Parabrinda Vanam Yika Sharanam. Who is your wife? Katava Kanta? Katava Tanaya? Who is your son? Why did you bring all those? The karma, because of the karma that you have to suffer or something, or he has to suffer, they are here. Okay, so where you should do, you have to think about. We do not belong here. We belong to Krishna, and so you have to be there in the holy dhams, not, and then to really get attached to the Lord instead of our own material things. Now illusion number 3. I am here to enjoy this world. But the truth is, I am not an enjoyer in this world. The truth is that as a soul, we do not have anything to enjoy in any material world. We are spiritual soul. And hence we are spiritually situated. So our enjoyment can only be there in the spiritual world, which is eternal and permanent. But unfortunately, we are trying to seek enjoyment in the wrong place. Material enjoyment is flickering. It is only nerve tickling. It is only nerve tickling, not real enjoyment. Only in the spiritual world, real enjoyment actually exists. So the Jiva souls are the property of Krishna. We all came from Krishna. By serving to Krishna, we become really happy. Real and permanent happiness comes only by serving to Krishna. That is our eternal way. Then the number 4. Illusion is, I am in control in this world. I know, I am in full control. But the truth is, anything can happen anytime. She was actually getting down the train without any problem, happily thinking. But you know what is happening now? Because of the sari got stuck there. And look at what happened, right? Right? See, she was thinking everything was fine, and now we are walking on the road.
It seems to be happening more and more. Pedestrians being hit by cars, trucks, and buses.
Well, I don't have to explain those. Now the number 5, last one. I may not die now. The truth is, we may die at any time. We never know when will be your last breath. She just, he was an announcer. Finished. And he was a professor. Next one is a professor. He was giving a big conference. Very so many thousands of people. All of a sudden, everything went blank, and he collapsed and died. Finished. Done. Anyway, I'm not going to show all of them. There are so many are there. They are thinking, everything's fine, but the problem is, without anything, any expectation, boom, straight away finished. That's how. She's announcing, wow, it's wonderful, this and everything, and all of a sudden what happens again? She's really feeling something, and boom, 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 and there you go, finished, dead. So, anyway, but if we are spiritually situated, free from illusion, by the mercy and power of Guru, when we get spiritually situated, fear of death will vanish. We cannot really stop the fear, even Brahma cannot. But there won't be any fear. That means when you come out of the fear of death, you are liberated. That's the first sign right there. That is the thing. You don't care. You are so happy all the time. That's what I told in the beginning. Only materialistic people will be always thinking of fear. They will be, they have a problem. Devotees will never. Especially when you have a guru, he is like so empowering so many things and so many things power, then you will actually forget your fear of death. Okay? So even the highest misery will not touch you, even a bit. Mountain, the Himalaya can really fall on you. Nothing will happen. You won't be afraid. So one spiritual level can be determined by this very same yardstick. How much are you afraid of death? That tells your spiritual level. It does not matter how well or bad we lived in this world. It does not matter at all. What really matters is how well we die. It's not how well we live. It is actually what is the yardstick? How well we die. If we die, wow, happily, all right, now Krishna is coming. Krishna has come. My Gurudev has really come to take me. That is what we want. That is the life. Understand? So, but one may ask, yes, I am already, I am really worried about myself. How can I be in peace and happiness? Yes, of course you can ask. So, answer is the devotional life. I told, only a devotional life can give us a real peace and happiness, nothing else. One may live for thousands of kalpa. Brahma's life is, like Brahma's, basically they have kalpa, kalpa is the duration of Brahma's four this will go. The 1,000 cycle of the Chaduriga will go, which is equivalent to some 3.42 billion years or something. Anyway, so one may live for thousands of kalpa, not 1,000, not just one. But if you live as a Krishna, but the thing is without bhakti, okay? One may live for thousands of kalpa without Krishna bhakti. But if one lives as a Krishna bhakta even for just 5 days, he is more auspicious. Jivitam Krishna bhaktasya baram panjadinani cha natu kalpa sahasrani bhakti hi nasya keshave. Hari Bhakti Vilasa. It is, you see, I told the meaning. What you see, now we are actually going to conclude soon. What you see here are 2 kinds of happinesses. Okay, watch the thing on the left side. The one at the left is what people think it is happiness, but actually it is only mind tickling. It comes from the gross body due to nerves tickling and goes to the mind. There it stops. It does not go down to the soul. Okay, look at the small circle that I put. Okay, that is very important to understand. It does not go down to the soul. Soul is inside. Then the outside is the mind and then the body. Okay? So that's what. Now, what happens is, with all this external happiness stops at the mind. That's why I'm calling as a mind tickling. Okay, it does not go down to the soul. Eating delicious meal, hearing pop music, seeing a movie, or everything originates from the sense organ and stops at the mind. You cannot penetrate to the underneath soul. These do not make our soul happy, only our mind happy. This is a mind tickling. According to all the scriptures, it is no happiness at all. Spiritual happiness belongs only to the soul. And only the soul is purified by sadhana. When the soul is purified by sadhana, then the real happiness is revealed. Soul by itself is Satchidanand, but it's not revealed that. Okay, but the jiva is covered by Maya. When we do these 9 angas of bhakti, sadhana, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Andam, Dasyam, Atmanivedanam, the soul slowly awakes. It comes back to its original state of purity. It then radiates its nature to the mind and also then shows the ecstatic symptoms of the body. You can see this at the right side. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is showing that soul happiness. That, look at that, it's coming in from opposite direction even. Right? You see that? That is going straight to the soul. It has nothing to do with the mind. Straight away to the soul. And then everywhere it propagates. And we can see the symptoms on the body also. Mind and body. So it touches the soul and then radiates. Whereas the other one, material happiness, it goes up and then gets stuck in the mind. Okay, so this is very important diagram. You just, you just try to understand what it is. So, all right. And when one reaches that spiritual awakened state, the happiness experienced is immense. And divine radiation they'll emanate. That is why these Mahabhagavats, like here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he travels anywhere, it attracts all the souls. It spontaneously attracts. Even the animals and everything. When he was talking through the Jariganda forest, he was actually going from Bengal to Vrindavan. On the way he was singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But the way, because of his radiation, because he's so powerful, he's Lord himself. And all the animals and all came, and tigers came, and then deers came, and these and came. They were just hugging and dancing in front of. People have seen. So, conclusion is, if you are spiritually located, and if you know the art of loving Krishna, then you will be permanently happy. So Krishna is God of love. Why? Because he is the one controlled by love. He can be attracted only by our love. This is what we teach in Gokul Bhajan. We simply teach us how to revive our original loving nature to Krishna. We teach art of loving Krishna. We do not teach art of living, but art of loving. Art of living is selfish. It is to receive. In art of living, what do they teach? They sing bhajans too, but only to make themselves happy, not Krishna. But art of loving is selfless. It is to give and give and give, not to get anything from Krishna for us. So art of loving is applicable only to Krishna. We can all, have many different bhavas, and that can be to be had only with Krishna. So by making him happy, our soul gets happiness. And Krishna is the only object of love. He is the God of love. He is the only one who has all the 64 qualities. You see that Jivatma has only 50 qualities, but very minute. Lord Shiva has all the 50 qualities, and then Lord Vishnu has 55 qualities, and then Lord Narayana has 60 qualities, but only Krishna has these extra 4 qualities, which makes the 64 qualities, which we covered before. So now getting back to our topic and completing it, when we fully surrender at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, and we engage in loving service to the Lord, when we are awakened at the soul level, our nature becomes different, our illusions go away. That is what I want to conclude. You understand? When you come with a loving relation, then our illusion will automatically. That's what he says in the Bhagavad Gita also. You become a devotee to me, and I will give the knowledge so that You will actually come to me, because all illusion, everything will go. So Lord Krishna takes control of us. He removes all our illusion. He removes all our worries. He is ultimate protector. No one else can protect as good as Lord Krishna. But we have to surrender fully. He does not take any partial surrendered heart. Once we reach the stage of full surrender, nothing can bother us. Just look at the life of Mirabai. We can see her position through her sweet bhajans that she composed and sang. Was she ever in illusion? No. Did the poison she was forced to drink make any effect on her? No. Why? Because she had reached already that kind of high level. But Krishna wants your full heart. Yeah, you cannot say, I have a little bit here for my that one, a little bit here, little bit for that, and little for this. But most of things for Krishna. No. Krishna wants either all of them or none of your heart. This is why Krishna Bhakti is very difficult. This is the thing. Okay? Illusions are not just for the materialistic living beings only, but can be found even in Devas. See, in Srimad Bhagavatam, you see a canto describing the Brahma Vimohana. Vimohana means what? Illusion. Where Lord Brahma also went through illusion, but actually arranged by the will of the Lord, in this case by Yoga Maya. But he thought that Krishna was not the Supreme Lord. And later he realized his big blunder, the big mistake, and the offense he had committed. So Lord Brahma decided, I have to be born, and then I should take beatings on my back. And that time also, Brahma Vimohan at the end, he found, oh, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He offered prayers, so much of prayers, but he is different than the Prema Bhaktas. Because here, Lord Brahma was in illusion, but a Brahma Bhakta will never be in illusion. Why? Because they are possessed by a very unique jewel. That jewel is Krishna Prema. So now if we see that, Krishna is so happy when his Prema Bhaktas even scold him. Okay? Just listen to this one.
Krishna ब्रह्मा की स्तुतियों को उपेक्षा करते हैं, नहीं देखते।
हिंदी।
और गोपियों की उल्टी टेढ़ी तिरछी बातों सुनने के लिए सब समय लालायित रहते हैं। गोपियों ने कहा, अच्छा देखो, तुमने ये जो दोष किए हैं वो हमारे चरणों की पूजा करो, ने हमारे चरणों को सिर पर रखो तो तुम्हारा सब दूर हो जाएगा। तब कृष्ण ने सचमुच में उनके चरणों को तो बतलाओ तो इनका तो अपराध से तो ये गोपियां मरेंगी, तो इनका नरक में भी तो जगह नहीं मिली। किंतु कृष्ण नरक में क्या है, अपने हृदय में स्थान दिए, कभी इससे बाहर।
Okay, so those who could really understand, yeah, this is the last this thing I'm going to finish that. So based on that segment that we heard from Srila Gurudev, a great devotee from Nigeria actually posted one. Okay, I'm just reading that one. In the prayers of Lord Brahma in Srimad Bhagavatam, we see that Lord Brahma addressed Krishna as an absolute truth. But what did the gopis actually call Krishna as? A big liar. You are a chore, you are a liar. Lord Brahma addressed Krishna that from whom everything comes from. But Mother Yashoda called him a thief. You go to the every houses of the gopis and steal. Lord Brahma addressed Krishna as an embodiment of full freedom. But Mother Yashoda bound and tied Krishna to a wooden mortar. Lord Brahma addressed Krishna as a refuge for all. And everybody worshipped him, worshipped by all. But gopis commanded Krishna that he should worship their lotus feet. That's what you heard. And Krishna actually, in fact, did it. So all the powerful prayers composed by Lord Brahma did not satisfy Krishna. But the scoldings of gopis were like Amrit. Because why? Because they have the prema. Okay, now with that, so basically now let's conclude. We should become a prema bhakta and live with the Krishna prema. Then we will be automatically free of illusion. But what is blocking us from being a prema bhakta of Lord Krishna? It is our stupid mind. Our mind is immersed in illusion. It is actually just sleeping. He's having a jacuzzi bath nicely. What is the jacuzzi bath water? The illusion. So much of illusion. Our mind is immersed in illusion. In fact, illusion is a staple foot of our materialistic mind. Srila Prabhupada, that's why he used to say every day, take your shoe, every day you take your shoe and then beat your head. Oh, mind, you are rascal, like that. So now we have to conclude. It's a bhajan. Okay, I will call Madan Mohini, Devi Dasi to sing this bhajan. And before that, I will just quickly read Just the summary of that. Oh mind, how can you forget? You are in illusion. Seeing you there, the servants of Yamaraj clap their hands and loudly laugh. Why? Oh, I am going to catch you. Because, right? Day and night, you go on talking nonsense, learning nonsense. But you can't utter the holy names of Sri Hari, obtaining this rare human form of life. For what happiness are you losing this? For what happiness you are losing this great opportunity? You consider your wealth and relatives as your own. But who will go with you when you die? Being proud of your bodily strength, you did not care for anything. And now you are stuck under the grip of Yamaraj, the Lord of Death. Even after seeing and hearing, you could not understand. You thought that which is empty is the essence. You broke your own head. Now tell, whose fault is that? You do not know whether your body will fall now or later. You will remember all your so-called happiness once you are tied with a leather noose around your neck by the Yamadutas. Chant the name of Lord Hari constantly. Run to the lotus feet of his pure devotees. Wear the Tulasi Mala he gives, which protects you from Yamaraj. Because Yamaraj has declared, anyone who wears the Tulasi Mala given by Guru, he's not in Yamaraj's jurisdiction. Yamaraja has no business because you do not belong to him anymore. Because he removes your name from his register and he gives that. Okay? So now let us sing the bhajan. And yes, Madan Mohini, are you there?
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Okay, okay, 1 second. Let me turn on your. Okay, there you go. Now I think you should be. Okay, all right. 1, 2, and go for it. Wow, very good, ma. Wow, beautiful, very nice. Good, very good. Very good, and then that concludes concludes our Harikatha. Okay. Kasturi tilakam lalata palake Bhakshakstale kaustubam Nasagre navamautikam Karatale venum kare kanganam Sarvange harichandanam cha kalayan Kante cha muktavali Gopastri parivesito vijayate Gopala chudamani Vanja Taruchecha, Kripa Sindhupevacha, Paritanam Bhavanepio, Vaishnavepio, Namo Nama. All glories to Srila Gurudev, all glories to Srila Gurudev, to Srila Prabhupada. Hare, thank you, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, that concludes. Okay, so now, yes, now that concludes, and yes, so those who are watching the YouTube or anything, and okay, now we conclude the program. I am just terminating the stream. And okay, now streaming is